Thanos is coming.
This might be dangerous, so let's put on our mean faces.
We're gonna need some help. All right, kid, you're an Avenger now.
Ready?
The entire time I knew Thanos, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe.
We are out of time. The end is near.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Marvel Avengers Infinity War. So yesterday Marvel released 2 TV spots, I think it was. The first one was about Spider-Man. We got a bit of Hulk, we got a bit of Guardians, we got a bit of Thor, we got a bit of everything, but the only new scenes really were the Hulk scene and the Spider-Man scene. So let's get into this. So we hear Bruce Banner saying he's coming, talking about Thanos, which is pretty interesting. We actually finally get to see Hulk in a new kind of spot. So this scene would have been from the post-credit scene that we never got to see on Thor 3 on the Asgard ship, where we see him screaming. This would have been before Thanos beat his ass and beat everyone else on the Asgardian ship, because a lot of people missed this, but on trailer 2, I'm going to put a clip, an image over the top right now. You'll see something's crashing down, and this is actually Hulk or Bruce Banner crashing down into Doctor Strange's sanctuary, whatever you want to call it, in New York. And then during the first trailer, we actually see Bruce Banner beat up, which makes sense because obviously at this point Tony Stark would have spoken to Doctor Strange about obviously what's going to be happening, the obviously Infinity Stones and all that. But what's interesting, so when the director said Hulk is scared of Thanos, I think they're referring to Bruce Banner knowing everything about what happened, knowing that he kicks Thor's ass, knowing about the other Asgards being killed. So during Thor 3, Bruce was scared to turn back into the Hulk after being the Hulk for so long on Sakaar being their champion. So it's interesting that at the end of Thor 3 turned back into Hulk, and obviously that's when he got on the Asgardian ship right at the end, right before Loki and Thor were talking about them going back to Earth, and then we see Thanos' ship turning up. So it's literally going to be like the post-credit scene I'm expecting for the first 5-10 minutes, because that's what I'm expecting to see a lot of death. We know that Heimdall's going to be the end of dead because we can see his sword on the floor in the scene with Loki and the Black Order, and that's a very interesting scene. I've done another video on that about Ebony Maw and Doctor Strange, but essentially Proxima Midnight is holding up the spear to Loki's head due to, and maybe not the Tesseract, because when we see, it's a bit misleading, because then we see Thanos cracking open the Tesseract to actually get the space zone, which is interesting. So we know that Bruce won't be the Hulk during most of the actual Infinity War because he's going to be too scared to use it, but we know due to a leak that he's going to be inside the Hulkbuster. And then during the most recent trailer we see 10 Outriders at least jumping on the Hulkbuster, and this is most likely when Hulk's going to get out and he's going to Hulk smash everyone. And I hope we get a scene where Hulk is going up against Cold Obsidian, because they'd seen the 2 biggest. So it's pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool to see them 2 beat down together. So the most interesting thing in the trailer is we see Tony Stark knighting Spider-Man as one of the new Avengers, saying, "Welcome to the team, you're now an Avenger," which is pretty interesting because at the end of Homecoming, just before he turned down the Iron Spidey suit, he said he didn't want to be an Avenger, but now all of a sudden he's an Avenger, which is going to be pretty interesting. Spider-Man is going to be heavily marketed the closer we get to this movie coming out, seeing as this movie will be aimed at kids, and Spider-Man merchandise-wise makes the most money. We also do see the Guardians of the Galaxy having Thor smash into the ship, and this is where he's going to tell him about Thanos, and then obviously Gamora's on the ship, and that's her father, well, stepfather, well, adoptive father, and obviously Drax obviously knows who Thanos is because Thanos killed his whole family, so Drax is on this mission to destroy Thanos. So it's quite interesting how the TV spots are giving away a lot, but if you watch these kind of videos you want to know, so we can piece together a lot of the set pieces. So guys, let me know in the comment box down below, what do you think's actually going on? Do you think this is how Hulk crashes down onto Earth? It does look pretty interesting, and the scene where we see Captain America catching Thanos' Infinity Glove, I think he's just pushing him because obviously I'm expecting Vision to be somewhere behind him, because we do actually see Vision and Scarlet Witch in a scene which looks like they are on Earth. So he will be coming down to Earth for this scene, most likely in Wakanda, because they seem to associate Wakanda with grass, which I know it's a bit weird how they keep showing lots of grass when they show Wakanda. So I'm expecting that Thanos to actually come to Wakanda, but we've not actually seen him physically there, although I think the Captain America scene will be there. Anyway guys, let me know what you think down below. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you in another video quite soon. But first, hit the bell button down below to join the Warheads and Team Warstu, as YouTube has massive problems with videos at the moment not hitting notification, not hitting the subscriber box. This isn't an issue for big channels, but for tiny channels like me, it's affecting the viewership, I guess you could say. Anyway guys, I will catch you in another video very soon guys. Catch ya later.